Hi everyone, welcome back to Legend of Mystics. I'm your host, Diana Priyanka Chaudhary. Firstly, I want to start off by saying sorry for not posting a video last week. I just was too busy and I just couldn't find the time to do all the research to find all the points to discuss during a video to do the video. But I'll try, don't hold me to it, but I'll try to post 2 videos this week to make up for that. So this week, in this video, we are going to talk about the legend of Perseus. There we go. Perseus. Sorry about that. The legend of Perseus. Sorry if I mispronounce a lot of names because Greek names are hard to pronounce for me. All names are hard to pronounce for me. Sometimes I even forget my own. But I digress. Moving on. The legend of Perseus. Perseus is a Greek hero who is credited for being the founding father of the Mycenaean Empire. However, his journey from being a regular demigod, because we know that Zeus has many illegal sons, so he was just one of them, to becoming the founder of the Mycenaean Empire is interesting. So, firstly, I have to look down on my notes to get all the names. So if I look down, it's because I'm looking and trying to get the names right. So, Perseus is the son of Zeus and the princess of Argos, Danae, who was imprisoned by her father, Archesius, who heard from an oracle that his grandson will kill him. So, King of Argos, Archesius, went to the oracle and was like, hey, oracles, I'm not having a son, I just have a daughter. I want a son. Can I get a son? Will I have a son? And the oracle said, not only will you not have a son, my dear, the son of your daughter will kill you. So Archesius was obviously bummed out, and he decided to lock up his only daughter, Danae, in a bronze prison. Now, we all know Zeus is Zeus, and he finds his way to get to his ladies. So he came to Danae in the shape, supposedly, of a golden shower. In this bronze prison, there was a courtyard where you could see the sky, or that's supposedly how it goes, where Zeus came in the form of a golden shower to impregnate Danae. Now, after Danae became pregnant, Archesius was afraid of Zeus's wrath if he tried to kill his grandson, who is Zeus's son. So instead, the man had a brilliant idea. He put both his daughter and his now newly born grandson in a box and put the box into the sea. Yes, so brilliant. Zeus definitely wasn't gonna get mad for this one, right? I mean, he didn't kill them, he just made sure they die a painful, drowned death. Anyway, Zeus made sure that box somehow floated to Seriphus, the island of Seriphus, where a kind man named Dictys rescues the child and Danae, and that's where Perseus grows up. However, Danae was so beautiful that Seriphus's king, Polydectes, falls in love with her and pursues her. Danae doesn't like him. Her son doesn't like him. They say no many times. And from here, the story diverges a little. It is said in one version that Polydectes actually imprisons Danae, and as a condition of her freedom, asks Perseus to go kill the only mortal Gorgon, Medusa. Now, there are two other Gorgons who are immortal, and their names are Steno and Uriel, who were turned into Gorgons only because they took Medusa's side against Poseidon in the case of her rape. Yeah. If you haven't watched the video of Medusa origin story, I'll link it below. You can go watch it. Where it says that Medusa was raped by Poseidon, and nobody came to help her, and Athena instead went bonkers and punished her by turning her into this lady with serpent hair, and ugly too. And whoever sees a Gorgon apparently turns into stone. So that's one version. And in another version, Polydectes actually throws a party and asks for gifts to all of his subjects, all of the people living on his land. And Perseus, being Zeus's son, goes, "Ask whatever you want. I can give it to you." And Polydectes asks for Gorgon Medusa's head in return. Either way, Perseus now goes and tries to find a way to kill Medusa. Now herein enters Athena, who already has a grudge against Medusa because she is a horrible not human being, I was going to say human being. She's a horrible being in general. She cannot see other people happy, I guess. And it was Medusa who already suffered from her, but it wasn't enough. Now she's going to help Perseus kill her. So Medusa arranges for Perseus to get a sword, a shield, Hermes' flying sandals, a bag to hold Medusa's head once it's severed, and Pluto, what's his, Hades, yeah. Pluto / Hades' helmet to turn invisible. So she arranges or points Perseus to go here and there to get all of these items. And once that's done, she makes sure that Medusa is killed. So what she does is she goes, "Here's the instructions. Put on the sandals, fly to the cave of the Gorgons, then just look at the shield, don't look at them directly because you will turn to stone. And then once you see their reflection and when they're resting and stuff, chop them off, chop her up, Medusa, because the other two are immortal, and put the head in the bag and put the helmet on to turn invisible so the other immortal Gorgons don't see you and kill you, and come back." Yay! What a plan. That's why she's the war goddess, right? So Perseus goes there, and luck was on his side. He found Medusa sleeping already inside the cave, and our brave hero goes in looking only at the reflection of Medusa on the shield, and then chops her head off, puts it in the bag. And while Medusa's sisters are coming after him, weeping, crying, wailing, like a coward, he runs away with the invisible shape he got from wearing the helmet, because Hades' helmet has the power to grant invisibility. So on the way back, our hero needs his heroine, right? Needs his leading lady, so to speak. So what he does is makes a pit stop in the land of Ethiopia, where Ethiopia's princess Andromeda was offered up to the sea serpents because reasons. Because someone said that she was prettier than Poseidon's daughters, than Nereids, and Poseidon got mad and sent the sea serpent at the whole land of Ethiopia, and the only way some other oracle prophesied that they could get out of Ethiopians could get out of it is offering a naked princess, their naked princess Andromeda, to Poseidon. Anyway, so of course our gallant hero slays the sea monster, serpent, whatever, and then brings back Andromeda, gets married to her, and in between all this manages to turn her Andromeda's original suitor into stone. Yeah, that happened too. After that, he goes to Seriphus and turns Polydectes into stone, and frees his mom from his grasp, and marries her off to Dectes, the man who originally rescued them from the ocean. After all this, he goes to the land of, Larissa, to attend a game. Yes, a game. Where he throws a discus so far away that it hits a elderly person in the stalls, who was a guest of the games. And guess who that elderly person was? Yep, you guessed it. It was his grandpa. The oracle had to come true somehow, right? So that finishes off his grandfather. And then he goes off and wins a lot more wars, and puts the founding block of the Mycenaean Empire, which we'll talk about it when we get to the Mycenaean video sometime in the future. But it's a big dynasty in the Greek world. So yeah, now let's try to take some takeaways about the story. Firstly, I don't even know why the Greeks had goddess of fertility or goddess of love. I mean, what's the use? Just make Zeus all of it. He's basically the god of baby making, okay? No need for separate fertility god or sex god or birth god, whatever. No need, no love. He's it. He is it. Now, coming to oracles, my god, I don't know, have they ever... Oh, what is this white stuff on my face? I'm so sorry. I didn't even notice right until now. Oh, it's gone now. Yay. But I get distracted. Back to the topic. So, oracles. Why do these characters in Greek mythology keep giving them so much importance, keep going to them, when all of the future prediction these oracles give get them killed. They should have stopped it a long time ago. Uh, then this whole thing of Athena, burgeoning in. Perseus is not the only hero she helped. She helped a lot of other heroes as well. But my problem with that is, why doesn't she help before things become so big and heroes have to go on their journey to screw up their own grandfather and then kill a sleeping woman? And how do you call a man a hero who kills a sleeping woman, for God's sake? These people had problems. Anyway, also, not to mention the treatment of both Danae and Andromeda and Medusa were not up to the part. Like, who puts a naked woman out to the sea serpents, and then who like, after impregnating one woman, leaves her be and just makes sure she gets to an island safe? Zeus does. The people of Ethiopia does. So what this tells me specifically, that the Greeks didn't really care for their women much. I mean, be it princesses, be it priestesses like Medusa, they all suffered for no no fault of their own, and the only women who got better treatment are the goddesses, and even some of their stories, like Persephone's story, or Hera's stories, where she has to suffer unbelievable betrayals at the hand of her husband and then take it out on everybody else. Like, these are not great stories, these great positions of power, great positions of life that even the goddesses had. So right off the bat, I know that the Greeks' idea of treating women weren't that great, but then I'm not surprised. Women haven't had the best of luck in history in terms of treatment. Also, the idea of heroes slaying monsters, when these supposed monsters are weakened or are not prepared for trickery. I understand they're supposed to be monsters, but at the same time, you're not sending someone who's on par with them. It's not like a Titan versus a god like Zeus, who had like similar levels of power. It's like someone way overpowered, the monsters, who are turned into monsters or sent there not on of their own accord, like the sea serpents. I believe it's the Hydra, that was sent because of Poseidon's order, or Medusa, who was turned into a monster because of Athena. It's not like they're wreaking havoc because they want to. Sorry, it slipped. It's because they have orders to follow. They suffer at the hands of these heroes. So it almost seems like the Greeks love propping up monsters just so their supposed heroes who kill women in their sleep can have a cheap shot at them. I cannot put it in better terms. Also, the heroes themselves are pretty what you might call overconfident and annoying and douchebaggy, because earlier in the video, like I mentioned, that in one of the versions, Perseus says to Polydictus, just ask for whatever you want, I'll give it to you. Who has that kind of overconfidence? And given the Greek mythology and the Greek pantheon of stories, and how the gods and their offsprings act, it's probably that version where he said, ask whatever you want, I'll give it to you. Overconfident baboon, causing so much hardship. So yeah, I don't really like the story of Perseus. I don't. Not only because he killed Medusa in her sleep, and it wasn't a fair fight, or close to it, but also because it's just this idea that just because he's the son of Zeus, he gets extra treatment. If it was anybody else, it wouldn't have made sense, even if that person was just as strong, even if that person was just as brave. And the reason it wouldn't have made sense is because that person wouldn't have help from goddesses like Athena, or the other gods actually that helped him, like with the helmet of Hades or the flying sandals of Hermes. So yeah, it's nepotism. Don't like that. Anyway, these are my takeaways from this story. I would love to hear yours. Please put them in the comments below. And I will see you next time. Until then, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get updates on my next notification. Alright? Alright. Bye.